Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Spicy Topic. So I wanted to do a video and break down the yesterday's video. Make sure y'all check it out. Eliana, could she be about to leave? The title went something like that. There was a caller that was the best caller I ever heard call in to speak to the group. Eliana is in denial, y'all, and she really needs help before she's gone. I mean, gone completely. I care about her, I care about her. I think she's intelligent, and I think she can be saved. What is a cult? Cult is a misplaced or excessive admiration for a particular person or thing. Another way to define it is a relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarded by others as strange or sinister. So this, to me, explains that this group of people, carbonation, is a cult. And as much as they don't want to believe it, it's a cult. What was really troubling was the day before they was dancing together, kissing each other, and it was really awkward even watching a beautiful little girl, little baby, noticing. Even a child noticed. Out of the mouth of babes, you have perfected praise. Like, even a child noticed. I could see that the baby looked strangely at the dad when the dad was showing love towards Malia, and then to the mom. At one point I saw the baby pull away. So yeah, they were dancing, they were having a good time and drinking, and then in that induced moment of alcohol, Eliana was more open. She was open to Malia. She was kissing her and she was doing all those types of things. So this is the next day. The next day it was weird. Okay, they were a little bit picking with her as far as what I saw. It started off where, and this information is on the video, on another video, but they started off where Malia and Chief was sitting there talking, and it was gossiping about Eliana, and his attitude towards Eliana shifted. What he felt in that moment was totally opposite of what he was treating her like and acting like the day before when they were dancing and celebrating. So he was showing more love to Malia. It was pretty obvious, kind of putting Eliana down while she was out of the room. Eliana took a walk. He drained that conversation out forever. He kept talking about it and fussing about it and just would not stop talking about it. So that irritated me, and I'm sure it irritated a lot of people who saw it. This is where it picks up. They're sitting back down, and Eliana, she's being more submissive at this time. Her energy is definitely different. It's like they switch roles. Y'all got to make sure you notice that in a partner, that one person logical, the other person's more emotional. Well, yesterday it was the opposite. Eliana had her power when they was dancing. He was all on her. He was paying less attention to Malia, the one with the purple shirt. He was paying less attention to that one. He calls them both his wives, by the way. And he was paying more attention to Eliana. Malia was dancing like, the way she was dancing, like dancing behind him, because he was dancing with Eliana. But something shifted. In my opinion, the drinking and the induced state they were in made her more lusty and just more open for everything. Something may have happened, an encounter, something that she might not necessarily like maybe it was a little bisexual encounter. But whatever happened the next day, this is the next day of that situation, and the attitude shifted where Chief is picking with Eliana, showing more love to Malia, making Eliana feel like she did something wrong because she took a walk in order to keep her emotions in check, which is absolutely natural. Without further ado, let's start the video. I will stop it and play because I do not own the rights to this video, but I am, for educational purposes, going to stop and play it. Okay? Stop and play it. Let's start.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Nana. Hey, Malia. Hey, Chief.
Oh.
I just was calling in to say, I think ultimately, and I'm just going to be honest, Nana is pretty much jealous of the whole situation. She don't want a woman to be on the same level as her. People keep calling in, excuse me, and mentioning how, what if Malia gets pregnant? Well, if Malia gets pregnant, then ultimately, since she's your direct, she'd be almost on the same level as Nana. And that would create a whole nother body of life that, like, ultimately puts you guys together for a lifetime, a child. So she's settling with the fact that you are the master, not master, not to say it in a disrespectful way, but the head of this situation. And what you like and what you say goes. And she compromises her true beliefs. She doesn't want anybody as close to you as she is. And she's constantly getting frustrated with that. She sees the genuine love and happiness that you and Malia have, And then when she's there, you always notice that she kind of just disappears a little bit, or uncomfortably tries to, come together as one, if that makes sense. And I don't feel like she's being her whole self, being honest. Like every time she's constantly getting upset because she's not with the program. And that's no disrespect to Nana. I actually feel her pain because I couldn't do it. And that's no disrespect to you and what y'all got going on. I'm in Babylon, obviously. I just couldn't deal with it. So I think she's battling with the mindset of this isn't right. This is right. This is what I'm supposed to do. She keeps saying it's impossible. It's not impossible. It's impossible. It's not impossible. Whatever you want to do is possible. But you got to be honest and upfront. I don't want Malia here. And I'm not saying those are her words, but that's how it's coming off. I mean, you got hundreds of people watching y'all daily. We can read her up and down. And I actually agree with her because I would feel the same way.
So as I said, I condensed this video. This is one caller. There was another caller who asked, how would you feel, Malia, if, or how would you feel, Eliana, if Malia got pregnant? Because that would kind of put them on the same level. Eliana, who has the orange piece on her hair, she was open and honest. She said, I would not like that at all. She says, I'm not with it. And she's always been the one that never was with polygamy. She's made that clear. She's left several times. Pretty much the people that call Chief's live, what's his name, Natureboy's live, they call his live, and they all have a lot to say. I'll say most of them have a lot to say about Eliana. They pretty much threw her because of her immaturity, the fact that she keeps leaving and coming back. Because what it does is it causes chaos. That's how the one with the green, Malia, that's how she ended up coming in the picture. Because when Eliana left, he, like a man, did not want to feel the emotions of rejection. So he got him another woman who is Malia. And that's when she came in and he developed emotions for Malia. Eliana decided to come back. And so the callers are right where they're saying, make up your mind. Either you are here or you're not here. But she was very open about not being down with it. But your actions are opposite of how you feel because you're still here. So which means that you are settling. And that's what this caller is saying. I feel like this caller is being dynamic because she's speaking for Eliana. You got to realize, person like Natureboy is not going to just let you say what you really feel. He's going to say, be real, keep it real, answer me and see. But he's going to still try to program me. In my opinion, I would not trust what he has to say. I don't trust him saying keep it real. I feel like you want me to talk so you can know how to manipulate me more and keep me down and bound so you can know where I'm at mentally in order to keep me programmed. So you kind of feel like you can't say everything you want to say to him. For one, he's going to drag it on forever and drain your energy and soul. And two, because again, he's going to want to know where you are in order to keep you manipulated.
What's her take on that?
You're right. You're right.
Damn, caller. Ooh.
And it's funny because I ain't even going to lie to y'all. I used to troll y'all because I thought this was dumb. But then I had to watch and say, you know what? They living their life how they want to live their life. But I can see how Nana feels because I'm in Babylon. I'm working up in these white people, all this, that, and the third, and I'm paying my bills and doing what I got to do. And she feel like she's already created life with you. Her second life she's creating with you. She's trying to do right. That's every woman who, and I don't have any kids for the record. I've never been pregnant, but I can imagine if I got pregnant with a guy, we together for life. I don't care if I hate you. And she's trying to do what seems to be the right thing. But when she comes back to what y'all claim is her senses, she's still the same person. She don't want nobody as close to you as she is. She's the chiefess, excuse me. So it's like a jealousy, no disrespect when I say that. It's a jealousy if Malia is genuinely doing her part as being a direct to you and Malia happy. Like, I could not stand seeing another woman happy with my man. Imagine, I'm in Babylon, so I'm just being 100 with y'all. I'm in Babylon. Exactly. Somebody just said she's human. And I think that, these young ladies are a little bit younger, so they got a lot more life to live. And whatever they figure out their purpose is, that's going to be their purpose. She might, in a couple years, don't even be a part of the whole carbonation. I don't know. That's just life. But I mean, how do you feel about that? Nana, is it any truth to that, or?
I feel like you're completely right about what you say. I feel as though that mindset has been instilled into the black woman due to the programming of our own self. And I, as your chiefess, has had the programming to have that same perspective about life and to overcome it for you, not for myself, but for you and every other woman who feels like that. Because really and truly, every man is polygamous out there. It's just being
Yeah, I could.
bastardized.
Yeah.
It's being bastardized, and if you don't have children with that man that you're with, he might have children with another woman, and there's always broken families and single women out there who can't have the family structure that they need because we're going around a man's nature. And so what you're seeing is a black woman like yourself who has the same mindset, who's overcoming that to heal the minds and the generational curses.
What do y'all think about that? To me, you sound just like him. You sound like him. What are you talking about? Overcoming the idea that you want your man and you to be together, and you don't want to allow other entities, other bodies into your union. How is it that the way that we think that's a generational curse? See, what I was always prone to think, because I was always taught that generational curses is when the parent disobeys or rebels against God, or does a sin to themselves, and they curse their children and grandchildren because of their disobedience, sin, and rebellion. How is it that you are comparing that to the loving union between a man and a woman? The union, the oneness, the monotony of that. They're trying to say that polygamy is the traditional way, and we've been taught a lie that what they say, the first man, the first man, so the first man was polygamous, and that we all been taught a lie. And that's the thing, Eliana. Why do you think that? Because if it was true, you wouldn't be fighting against your desire like that. Your natural desire, your soul desire, your heart desire is to have the love validation from that guy right there, from him, from Eligio. That's who you want. You want him. You don't want Malia in the picture. You don't want all these women. You made that pretty clear in the beginning. And him himself, I saw another video of him and her talking to another ex-member of the group. She was serving as a therapist, and they talked. And I actually wanted to cry, because there is a side of me that actually think that Eligio can be a cool guy as a friend, but if you get into him in a sexual way, you gone. You're done. You finish. You done. And I don't know if that's charm, though. I don't know, because the enemy, the devil, came as an angel of light, and that he's charming. So I don't know if what I felt towards Eligio in that moment of compassion is that me being tricked by charm. Like, you don't know what to trust. So even in that, but back to what I was saying, back in that moment when I saw them talking, he was really telling honestly. It sounded like he was honest. He said, I understand Eliana. She don't want a polygamous relationship. He said, but he found that he was the most happy whenever he had multiple women in his life. When he had the freedom to do what he wanted to do, he said that's when he didn't cheat on a woman. In my opinion, that is a generational curse. That is a problem. Something happened in your ancestry, in your DNA lineage, where somebody wasn't someone was rebelling against God, doing things outside and out of line, doing things against the natural order and law of God, and you saw that, or it affected you. You were taught that those teachings or something was handed down to you, and these are your generational curses to break. Why would you struggle like that? Why is it the opposite? And that's my question. But let's get back to the video. Let's get back to the video.
Damn.
Can somebody in the comments said,
oh, that
if
was
Malia
dope.
can,
That was motherfucking dope.
right,
Hold
that's
on,
real.
hold on,
Somebody
hold
in the comments said, if Malia can do it, then why Nana can't? And I kind of want to answer it, and then obviously y'all can put y'all.
Yo,
take on it.
hold on. Before you answer that, let's
Yeah.
not speed by what she just said. That was groundbreaking, profound.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, definitely.
like, you know what I'm saying? Because you keep saying, like, yeah, I'm in Babylon, I'm in my lower self. So, you know what I mean? I can understand where she's coming from, obviously. She breaks it down like, listen, what you're saying is what I'm going through and I'm breaking.
Right.
The original black man was polygamous. He was not monogamous. And to this day, any real man is going to mess around on you. It's the nature of a man.
I feel like Nana is programmed to say that, though. I don't think that's how she feels.
I feel like that's the truth.
That's why y'all keep having conflict.
I feel as though that's
all right. So even if she programmed to say the truth, and she's having a hard time dealing with it,
it's the truth, though.
It is
what
the
if that's
truth,
not
though.
her truth?
Right. When I'm telling you what is the truth, the truth is
everybody got their own truth, just like you.
No. Whoa. You're right. Everybody does have their own truth because we all have our own perspective. But everybody's truth ain't the truth. Now, there's everyone's truth, and then there's the objective facts of the matter. The objective facts of the matter is we can look into your life right now and ask how many single mothers do you have? Do you know? We can look into your life right now.
See, he wants to put attention to everything Eliana said. He's so proud of what she said because she sounds just like him. That's why he's so happy, because she got it in his mind, and I'm speaking for him. Okay, she got it. You got it. Yay, finally, I got you. You got it. I gave it to you the right way, and you said it. You feeling it. You getting there. This is ridiculous sick. And she can't even see that. I like her, but in a way she getting on my nerves, okay? Because he is putting so much energy and so much emphasis to change your heart and mind set. You want a man to be faithful to you. That is holy and pure. Nothing feels more clean and pure than that when you're talking about a relationship. Nothing about that polygamy seems or feels spiritually acceptable. It just don't. Somebody feels uncomfortable because it's not natural. And what he's trying to do is lie to this young lady and tell her that the natural man, the original man, was a polygamist. Now, how the hell do you know what the original man was, for one? How do you know what the original man was? You wasn't there. Okay, and honestly, neither was I. So what we have to deal with is what God gave us. He gave us a conscience. He gave us a heart to discern, to know, to detect, the intuition, instincts. Even if you take your hand and put it over your skin and don't touch it, but put it really close, your hairs will sway into the direction because you have senses. You have mechanisms. You are able to determine things. How do you know when something is wrong? Because it feels wrong. That's how you know it's wrong. If you have to trick, if you have to lie, if you have to deceive, if you have to manipulate, it's wrong. It's not holy, it's not righteous, and it's not godly. But what he's doing is he's trying to turn and twist that in her mind so that she can believe that polygamy is right. Because if she can believe it, you can kill that guilt. You'll kill the shame. You'll kill the conviction. That's what he's trying to do. Get her to see it that way so she won't feel the guilt, feel the hate, feel the dislike for it, the disdain for it, the distaste for it. Because she feels it. And she's getting there too. I see that she's not as strong as she was, and she's more so starting to really open up and give in to his full control. Honey, you don't ever let the enemy have full control, but that's what she's allowing. And the caller's on point. The caller is on point. The caller is saying, no, that's what you think. That's your truth. That's not what she thinks. And Eliana just said it. I believe everything you said is right. Period. All the rest of that stuff that she said, that was him. That's to please him. That's why that other one left her child, to please him. Creating more generational curses and bonds and abandonment issues with her own blood.
Actually, do you have any brothers? Do you have any cousins? Any male cousins? Have you ever chilled with men before? Do you know the male spirit?
Yeah, that's all I hang with is guys. You could probably tell.
Okay, so
and I'm
you
not
know how
nothing
niggas
like
is,
that,
right?
But...
So with that being stated, we have our subjective truth, But when we look at the men and how we are men naturally polygamous? Would you say yes or no?
I understand what you're saying, Chief. I think you need to
I'm just
somebody
asking you a simple question. I'm asking you a simple question for the crowd. I'm asking you.
Well, say it one more time. My bad.
Knowing the men, being around men, being raised around men, seem like you got a good relationship with masculine energy. Would you say men are naturally, predominantly men are naturally polygamous?
Yeah, but my thing, what I'm saying with that too, is I don't think Nana with it. No.
I'm not saying that she is with it. What she's saying is, she, as chiefess, right, as your higher self,
right,
she's going through the generational curses, fighting those generational curses, so that she can overcome it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are we going to continue
to generational curses was polygamy to begin with?
Huh?
If that's how you want to live your life, that's totally fine. But what if Nana genuinely not with that? Have y'all ever considered that?
Yo, what I'm telling you is
genuinely not with that.
No, her mother and her mother's mother's.
Let me ask Nana.
That's crazy. He does that. He keeps bringing. How you gonna bring her mother up? You don't know her mom. You don't know the bond. I actually saw a video when she left. She was live with her mom. She was at one house, her mom was at another, but she was gone from him. Her spirit was free. She was happy, flourishing. Her mother's spirit was free. Their bond, I could feel the energy of their bond. They love each other and they accept one another. So he's putting in her mind that she has issues with her mom. He's putting in her mind also that she has issues with her dad, where they probably have regular, normal mother-daughter, father-daughter issues. We all have issues with we are living in life. This is not heaven. This is the world. We deal with worldly issues. We are flesh, okay? Carnal. We will die. We are mortal. Our flesh will die. Our spirit will live. So we will be dealing with life. We deal with hurt and pains, suffering. We go through things. Since Adam and Eve, we feel pain. I don't know if this guy is trying to convince her that to feel these things, that this is not normal. It is normal. It's normal. We live like, taste and see that the Lord is good. Can you touch your flesh? You are in existence. You are real. And I feel like these people, they stray so far away from what's real. The mind is a dangerous thing, and so is Eligio. He is dangerous. He is dangerous. If he understands the power of thoughts. If you can change your mind, you can change how you feel. And if you can change how you feel, you can change everything around you. Everything. Change the way you feel about that. Then she'll be having 6 babies with him. He'll have 6 more women. What if somebody catches a disease in there? For real, for real. I'm hearing there are already diseases there. So you're trapped. You are supposed to be on this journey of healing, and physical healing from sicknesses, diseases, and disorders. You're supposed to be purified from that. You're supposed to be, on other levels, but yet there's diseases in the camp. You are lying to these people and they are falling for your lies. So you're leading these people astray, but they are also responsible. Remember, she left a couple times. That makes her accountable now. You're not ignorant. You knew enough to leave. So now it's on you. You're responsible for you and your child. But like I said, if he can get it in your head and change the way you feel about it, then you good. And guess what he gonna do after that? This is what I predict. You let her accept that mess. You let her stop fighting for her own power. And see if he trades your ass in so quick. Then you'll become less attractive to him. Then you will become the side chick. Okay? Even though it's 2 of y'all. Malia's the sort of the side chick right now. But he will use you to get over you. He will end up making her the chiefess. You will be Aya. Because he's trying to silence your strength and your power, that womanly, God-fearing power that your mom has. Which your mom blessed you with, that woman power that was able to go with your baby back from that place they was at overseas, come back to America and flourish. But you went back, and every time you go back, you make it harder for you to leave the next time. You fall deeper for him. Now he has control. Her spirit is different than it was the day before this. They was dancing. She had the power. You could see it. He was all over her. Right now, he's not all over her. You didn't see y'all might not have seen the video, the beginning of this video. He was fussing with her, fussing and gossiping with Malia, the side chick, with Malia about Eliana.
Absolutely, because you keep talking for her and programming her. Nana obviously not with it.
No. Whoa. You can't program somebody. You can only give them the truth. You understand what I'm saying? If I tell you a truth, if I tell you the truth.
What if that's not her truth?
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
I am. You can't manipulate me.
I'm not manipulating. I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm saying to you,
I don't agree. We gotta agree to disagree. All I'm saying is, what if Nana not with it?
Okay, you're being subjective. That's what it's called, and that's what Nana does. She be subjective, but she's not unlike you. She knows the objective truth, and she's prone to do what's right.
So Nana can't talk right.
She does have her own mind. No. Listen, what I'm telling you is that I don't want to hang up on you because I'm trying to like explain this shit like as clear as I can.
I mean, that's what you do when you have somebody who really go.
Nah, but that's what I'm gonna do if you gonna keep cutting me off.
I was talking first though.
No, I'm asking. No, I'm talking. I'm talking. I'm trying to tell you that on some shit. Like I'm trying to explain myself. You already said your point. You feel me? Yeah. Go ahead. Hang up. So this everyone has their truth. You're right, because we all have our own perspective on life, but not everyone's truth is based in objective divine truth.
So Chief is really touched. That caller got to him. She really got to him. He's losing control. And what I don't like though, Eliana, is the fact that you giving up. I like the strong part, the fighter. You was fighting for your sanity and for your your individuality. You was fighting for your own power, standing in your power. But now it seems like you are giving in, and he's about to break her. He gonna break her down. She gonna become an Anaya, a yes woman, a side chick to Malia. Right now, Malia is the side chick, but he's about to change her, and then he's not going to want her anymore. After he used her up, then he's going to pass her off. This is stupid. Come on, girl, wake up. So yeah, the caller got him really upset, and you're about to hear him be touched because she got to him.
You don't want to talk about that. Yes, we've been manipulated. Yes, I'm a manipulator. I'm a messenger. I have to convince you of who you are. I have to trick your mind into understanding who the hell you are, because you've been tricked out of understanding who you were.
The devil is the liar. The devil is the deceiver. Why are you operating in Satan's tactics, but you claim to be God? You don't have to manipulate anybody to get the truth said. The truth stands alone. It don't have to be manipulated. If it's the truth, that sets you free. Why you gotta trick somebody to play games with their mind in order to get them to think how you want them to think? Pay attention, girl. Like, y'all gotta pay attention. You don't have to trick somebody to get them to believe something that's true. People want true. We don't always want the hard truth, but we want what comes with it. We want freedom, liberation. We don't want to be worried, is he cheating? Is he lying? We want the feeling of not having to be lied to. So we want truth, but we don't want the pain of it. But to say manipulate me for the truth, that's total lies. Why do you have to play games with me for me to believe you? Why should I trust somebody that's playing with my mind? Eliana, you better wake up, girlfriend, because he about to get your behind. He's about to trade you in like he traded Aya, because they don't want you after they change you. After he breaks you down, the fun is over. The game is over. You're weak. You're no one now. You lost all your flavor your mother gave you, and you'll be lost. So no, that's bull crap till it's fullest. You don't manipulate somebody to get them to treat you or to believe you. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's a fact.
You've been manipulated, hoodwinked, blindsided about who you are. It was. You've been manipulated out of. You running a program right now. Talk about you giving her a program. What program? The truth.
Right.
Yes, the truth is a program. You should be on it, but you're not. So you on a lying program. Talk about you're trying to manipulate, and just because you got a strong personality and you won't budge into understanding the truth or learning anything outside of your cognitive dissonance. So guess what? At the end of the day, that's okay. That's your issue. You ain't gotta agree. You ain't gotta like. You watching. You ain't gotta agree. You got opinion just like everybody else. Everybody bigging up Malia for your maturity.
me tell you something. For anybody that's bigging her up, I have nothing for you. I don't big her up. Don't get tricked and bamboozled and hoodwinked. This girl left her child to chase this man and to be his hoe. That's what it is. What is a hoe? You lay down, you sleep with him, you do whatever he want. You don't work. You work for him by cleaning up, doing whatever he requires of you to do. But like I said, you sharing a man. You got a baby to chase, but you not. You left your child. I don't give a fuck about your smile. I don't care about her smile. I don't care about her ability to be quiet. She's quiet because she's scared he will pass her off. She's quiet because she is broken. She's broken. Do you understand? She had a baby by her god sister. She wasn't raised by her parents. Something happened with her mom and her parents. Now, she was raised by a family who took her on and loved her, took care of her. She got pregnant by the god sister that she lived with, her ex, her god sister's ex. That's who her baby is by. And guess who has the baby? They do. They do. This girl sat on that call, that live call with the god sister and told her, y'all didn't love me. He loves me. The god sister said, we didn't love you, but we took your child. We took you. We took care of you. You had everything you wanted. So I ain't got no time for no Malia. Malia don't trick me, making all those facial contortions looking like an old woman in a little girl's body. I don't know what's up with that demonic possession over there with your lips, holding back what you want to say. I don't trust her. She's after her. She wants to turn this one into a lesbian. That's what I see. I could see them dancing. And she was the first one quick to kiss on her and try to touch her, trying to turn her while she was drunk and outside of control, induced. I don't play with that. I don't play that. They gotta get her drunk in order to try to open her up. All that is sick. If it was real, holy, righteous, and godly, you wouldn't act that way. A person would love you on the strength. But that's some manipulation right there. Trying to force her to do something against her will in a very subtle and cunning way. So Malia behind. Ain't nothing good about her. She need to go back to take care of her child. That's what you can do. I don't care what they say. You sacrificing when you leave your child. You are wrong. God said it's better for a person to have a something tied around their neck and thrown to the bottom of the sea before they hurt a child. That's what he said. You are hurting your child and you're blaspheming against the Holy Spirit. Which he said that's the one thing you can never be forgiven for. So whose time are you on? Because it's not his. But yeah, I don't feel sorry. It almost got me too, where I said she's smiling, she has a pretty smile, and she do. That's the fact. I know I ain't say that's a fact, but it is. She is. But I'm not tricked, because this girl, I have no respect for somebody that just throws their child away. They don't slept around and been slutting around, had the baby, messing with the god sister's ex. You had that child. You did it. You brought the child in the world and you leave the child? Just abandon the baby. Who's going to be there when the child is bullied? Who's going to be there when the child needs help? Who's going to teach the child? You were connected to that umbilical cord of that child. Everybody don't understand that child. That child is you. People are going to get annoyed with that child. They're not going to understand the child. They're going to hurt that child. Things are going to happen where the parent has to be present to help. And you not dead, you damn sure need to be with your child. So no, I have no grace for that Malia chick. None.
What up, y'all? I'm back. My phone was dying. I just got this new iPhone, so when it go to like 2% or 1%, it literally everything freezes up.
Oh, because
so I didn't
people
just
probably
hang
thought
up
I
on
hung up
purpose.
on
I
you.
was trying to hear you out and listen to you. And plus, I'm sitting in my car, so I had to scramble and plug it up or whatnot. But
I feel like you had a good point at one point, and then you let your emotions come in and then fuck everything up. But you was
you actually the one that got the rambling and preaching. I was just asking Nana a question. That was your emotion.
No, she answered that with like precision.
No, she didn't. You answered it for her.
No,
we
never let her talk.
We gonna clip that shit. We gonna clip that.
Okay, well, can she talk for once? I was just asking her how she felt about the situation, because it seemed like Malia is more with the polygamy lifestyle.
I feel like you trying to make her speak from her lower self, and that's cool because that's what you represent. But we're here to bring it to a higher level of consciousness, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you talked to another weirdo who agreed with you, and now you keep back reprogramming her to say yes.
Reprogramming her.
She was agreeing that she wasn't with the shit at first, and then you cut her off to make her go back to her lower self to lie and then
when she said what the truth was about it and how she's struggling with it, that was a program. Could it be a program that what she thinking herself and what she's struggling with? Could that be a program?
How Malia feel?
See, then now you switching up. You going everywhere.
I can't. You switch up all the time.
Come on, can we stay in the subject? Can we get one thing done first?
Y'all agreed and said
you are being the author of confusion right now. That's what the devil does.
You agreed and said Nana already answered it. I just asked simply, what does Malia think? You good at manipulation.
Well,
only
think about
mind that goes suck into that.
I'm not. Yes,
you are a great manipulator.
You
running a great program of sucking in gullible people for donations.
Yes,
and taking care of your wife.
So now you're saying that she's gullible.
That's not
cool.
You're saying that Nana's gullible.
Basically.
And hold on. Let me ask you a question.
They are. They in their lower self.
I'm good at.
So they believe everything you say, and then they allow you to speak.
That's
you
it.
see Malia back there on silence. She the perfect.
What you're saying?
She's
back there on control. It's called poise. It's called maturity.
Exactly. See, you a manipulator.
Poise.
I just said that.
Yeah, no, it's
you repeating what I just said.
Let me tell you something.
No, Chief is upset. I'm gonna stop calling you Chief. He's upset, and he said it. He said she's back there in control. That's it. And the fact that Eliana is agreeing with him, I don't like that. I just don't like choose. And yeah, yo, that's the video. That's the reaction to it. Make sure you leave your comments. Say how you feel.